Hey there, I'm Tonya D, ready to dive into the cosmic pool of awesomeness. I'm your go-to online holistic shaman, medium, otherworldly life coach, and subtle energetic surgeon, a reflector by design, and I've got a mind-blowing treat for you. The Energy Body Demystified is yours for the taking, absolutely free and limitless. For all you energy explorers out there, listen up. This offering is like a treasure map into your hidden intuitive gems. It's like the ultimate starter pack to unleash your psychic superhero. No capes required. But hold up a sec. How long have you been on the quest to unleash your inner magic? And if you're already tapped into it, do you trust your cosmic hotline? Are you the guardian of your energetic boundaries, or is it more like a game of energetic tag? And seriously, how much longer can you keep playing this energetic hide and seek, especially when you're not finding the treasure you're after? So picture this. There's a magical express lane that skips the traffic jams of old school methods and takes you straight to the heart of your amazing abilities. Imagine dancing through life, channeling your personal energy medicine, and fully embracing your unique gifts and cosmic purpose, all within the next 48 hours. Now, drum roll, please. Introducing the Shamanic Healing Academy, a virtual playground where your soul gets to disco, do the dance. It's like choreographing your own soul-fueled dance where you groove with a cosmic crew, a tribe that's practically throwing a galactic party to welcome your story. Here, you're just not connecting, you're telepathically high-fiving kindred spirits who totally vibe with your cosmic artistry. And guess what? You don't need a spaceship for this. You just need your trusty smartphone and possibly a social media pass. Yep, it's that fantastic. It's rad. Hold on to your stardust because I'm about to sprinkle some cosmic goodness your way. So stick around and I'll guide you to the treasure chest, the legendary Energy Body Demystified offer. It's like the ultimate cosmic crash course, building your energy foundation, Jedi mind tricking triggers, mastering your energetic centers, transforming your cosmic rep in a way that's authentically you, and turning the merely curious into full-blown energy enthusiasts. This cosmic toolkit guarantees your energy body levels up like never before. Now for the galactic twist. Well, I usually have this program locked behind the gates of 888 dollars on my website. I'm throwing open the Stargate for you. Over the next 48 hours, you can join the ranks of the Shamanic Healing Academy for a cosmic fee of just $55. And in return, the Energy Body Demystified offer is yours, no strings attached, like a cosmic gift from the universe itself. So, time to choose your adventure. Work out 888 to decode the cosmic dance of your energy body and physical form, or grab this once-in-a-lifetime ticket to join our interstellar squad. Act before the cosmic clock strikes 12. This offer vanishes in 48 hours. After that, the doors to the Shamanic Healing Academy seal, and the Energy Body Demystified rockets back up to $888. So ready to bust out those moonwalking moves on the cosmic dance floor of life? Click the link below in the next cosmic blink of an eye and brace yourself. You're about to become part of the Shamanic Healing Academy, not just as a member, but as a fellow cosmic adventurer. Thanks for choosing us. Your cosmic journey is about to get wild with Stardust Cosmic High Fives. Ashe, and I'll see you on the other side. Blessings. I think I need some drums at the end of that, and I just noticed I'm sideways, but maybe I am sideways. Either way, inshallah and ashe, divine will's blessings to you and for you. Paying it forward, we have excelled beyond the divine spiritual connection. We've mapped out the design and numerology on this mystical, magical Monday. We are on our maiden voyage, so to speak, to the absolute galactic portal. Taking my show beyond that portal? I'd say definitely. So if you're in, go ahead and hit that white rabbit, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, take my show into the infinite, the absolute, the purity, the divine light. It's time to look into the future and boost the subscribers. Share the light with your friends or your frenemies. We've always got options there. I know I've got some. But we are initiating reality this week, putting it into action. This week, bringing our day-to-day world out into the world, the stage of life. Healing the wounds around the traumas of trying or failing in Chiron, the wounds of a timeline or a lifetime, how we've been treating ourselves in our day-to-day reality, if you will, or how we allow others to treat us in our day-to-day reality as well. So each season, we have a unique blend of ingredients from time and space. Do you ever just spend time in space, in the memoirs of your life, kind of reflecting? My journey started with a near-death experience. At the age of 7, I spent time in the other world, which is a nature realm for me, a nature habitat for me. Blessed by death is what I call that. And then visions, tears in the universe, seeing in between the in-betweens, visions of books to read, spirit guides me, who I am to work with a protege, including Elder Melodoma Somé, all through vision. Cindy Dell, the same. We've always got opportunities, chakras, Chinese medicine, shamanic, indigenous technologies, the pathway, and just mapping out this choreography, mapping it all out. However, the goal today or this week is really to be encouraged. The universe is always working in our favor, our flavor. So you may feel overly hyper aware, or where you may have failed critical mass, and it's not really a failure, by the way. You may have become overly defensive throughout the day. And why all of this is coming to the surface to be healed, kind of the cosmic closet, the wardrobe, healing our ego, healing our thoughts. It's time to really navigate and treat our body, our embodiment differently. It's time to act upon what our heart is really ready to commit to, whatever that is. So if your heart is committed to what it is, it's really time to initiate that. Initiation is the action we take to implement great change, transformation. It's the implementation. So often we become triggered. I know I trigger people. Maybe we become overly defensive, overly stimulated, like you had too much coffee this morning. So it's a fantastic idea to really ground into the elemental. I did this early this morning to really take a breath, take a pause. So you might feel fidgety, like you did drink too much coffee. In my case, I did. In your body, being embodied might feel a little like you're shaking on the inside, which is actually a ritual of excitement, really. But I usually do take a bath, a long walk, which Long Walks is closing, which is a platform. I don't know who uses that. Just so you know, it is closing. So if you're on Long Walks, you got to move to a new social study group, I guess. But yes, get on the treadmill. Basically, it's about moving our body, especially if you get overly fidgety, like it's almost like percolating on the inside to help yourself feel less fidgety. It's like firing off all that extra energy. So we're officially kicking off our new living style routine, working style. It's a change or a transformation of our day-to-day world in our reality. It literally is remodeling, in my case, the closet. So yeah, that's happening. So we're being kind of called to end some sort of inner conversation, inner voice dialogue, possibly an attitude, negative self-talk, and really moving forward with our new outlook, our new perspective, a positivity and optimistic venue on our life, making it new. And really don't include that negativity, that inner voice dialogue, that self-talk. So we're going through this beginning on one end and cleansing on the other as we move forward with our relationship to ourselves, especially how we treat ourselves. Maybe we're raising our nutrition quotient. I'm wearing my Powered by Green shirt, which you can't see. However, go ahead and take that internal bow, sign your inner world love of self document, if you will. And in doing so, this is where we create the flow, the domino effect. And then that also creates a domino chain reaction. It's the streams flowing everywhere towards the manifestation, the materialization to become real, to become something different. So it's about kind of being hyper aware of how we respond, not just to ourselves, but actually out into the world. We might be getting a replay of that. And the actions of others, the response there. Maybe you hit the reply button. I don't know. Sometimes saying nothing really does soothe those inner fires instead of stoking them, right? Sometimes the quiet ones actually are the response-er. So this includes words, actions, behaviors, our character, and whatnot. So respond in kindness and also with heart intelligence. Who's ready to take my 21-day manifestation challenge? 40 is always better to really transform a habit. Doesn't matter what it is. But we're going to start with 21 days to keep it fun, quality over quantity sometimes. So really go ahead and share the excitement with your friends. Hit that white rabbit. It truly is the only way to guarantee that we're going to raise the nutritional quotient that our soul so deserves. Ashe and thank you as always. So the Musing Moon meditation, it's all about becoming a hit on my channel lately. Super stoked. You may also see the video section, my Musing Moons from when I first started. I actually added them. I took them off of the secret list, if you will, the unlisted or the private. They're fantastic. I just want to say it's always good to reflect, right? Reflecting with the moon. We do have a new moon in Virgo, so tune into the Musing Moon meditation in the season of Virgo happening this week. And we've already went through this cosmic cleanup with the full moon, cleansing the karmic strides, if you will. I really do reflect and journal with the moon. Each season, the moon reflects upon a different house in the cosmos for each and every one of us, a different aspect to become aligned in. So we're kind of bringing our heart into a future reality that we can really believe in and to materialize, to become real. So be sure to share with your friends. It really is the only way that we can raise our vibration, our nutritional quotient. With that, my name is Tonya D. If you're new to my show, welcome to my virtual medicine room. And of course, if you've yet to subscribe to my channel, as always, please do go ahead and hit that bell, hit the white rabbit. That's what I call it here on YouTube. Also, my podcast, Musing with Tonya D, a collective. I've had it for 6 years. Subscribe to that. This season's the season of the witches. But our high heart, the part of us that is, I would say, really connected to our higher self, the divine, the oneness, the absolute. Have you tuned into the Virgo Sacred Spirit Circle? This is where what we love really becomes real. How we love ourselves on the inside is really a divine reflection for all the world to see, our environment itself. It really is the divine pour. Before I move further, once again, I just love to give a shout out to my village. My tribe is excelling and growing, so I'm beyond elated. I'm super excited. Just gratitude and blessings to you and for you. Sharing it forward. I actually have a blessing bowl. I want to get a pin and start doing that. But either way, new peeps entering the community, subscribers, I always like to give a validation, a voice of acknowledgement, gratitude that I do see you, I do hear you. Thanks for paying it forward. New friends and guests, welcome to the show. Welcome to the village. Just magnetizing and monetizing the village. Angelic subscribers, watchers maybe, to my show, my channel. I do have a podcast dedicated to Metatron, actually in the show notes, the angelic being of Virgo. I tend to navigate to Metatron and Sandalphon myself. I'm a Virgo rising, and my Chiron is actually at the Metatron degree 29 in Pisces, and my astrology rising is actually at the Sandalphon degree. So it's really about music in my ears, sacred geometry, healing. Those are kind of my things. But Mercury off on holiday, my mind, your mind may feel a little tweaked in reality as it's doing a cosmic cleanup, that inner voice dialogue. So yeah, if you don't mind sharing with your friends, it really does take a tribe, a village beyond like-mindedness to really choreograph the stage of the channels, right? Change the way you treat yourself and the world around you treats you different as well. I also like to give a shout out to those of you that have been part of my journey since the beginning, part of my show. It really does. I just want to shine light upon you and those of you that do tune into the replays later. As always, Ashe, blessings. That's what that means. To you and for you as always. Thanks for tuning in. I really do appreciate that. And remember, a comment if you do need a message for your day to get you on your way. Sharing is always another way to pay it forward. Recycling, right? You could also find me, of course, on TikTok. I do need those elven numbers to followers to go live. I really want to throw the shells live, do the mini live divinations. I have a stage for that, but I would love to throw those bones, the shells. YouTube shorts are doing fantastic, and reels. Thank you again for sharing and loving those. I do see that. Appreciate that, by the way, a golden opportunity. Just remember, I am your otherworldly shamanic reflecting assistant. You truly are your own healer. But sometimes we do need a little assistance, an otherworldly life coach to give us a different perspective on how we may see the world, myself included. I'm not out of this, to get us out of our own magical way. And the daily snippet, which is actually turned into a weekly snippet, my weekly show, What is this all about? I like to bring in the cosmic insights, the planets, the elementals of the galaxy doing their cosmic dance. By design, I do follow the lunar energies of the moon as a reflector. The moon, through not just the seasons, but also the gates. We all have intuitive gifts. So if you're feeling the call to navigate yours, take my quiz, change your stars. It's super fun. Plus the videos are hilarious. To find out your intuitive gift order, psychic ability. It really is fun. The 4 pillars of destiny, the elementals of the day, the pathways. This is kind of mapping out the skin. And as a reflector, I'm always asking myself, is it the right time, the right place? Am I with the right people in the time and place I'm in? I do hermit myself, or what am I seeing that nobody else can see? And what is the movement that I'm creating? What's the solution I'm creating within the movement? So all these things are percolating 24/7. So if you're curious how you too can utilize the elementals off grid or on this grid, you can still activate your Rising of the Origins portal, the elementals, the Dagara cosmology, to really inspire perspective that you may not have seen in them. The key ultimately is trusting our intuition, knowing our gift and purpose. So again, take my quiz, change your stars. If you're super curious or questioning your intuitive gifts, some of them may just be otherworldly. You might be like me. The out-of-body energetic centers really light up a different stage, and they light up at a different time. And I really find it's important to cleanse our auric field, even though I'm a reflector and things are Teflon and they just slide right off. It's the etheric body for me, the etheric highway. That's kind of where I play. I do follow the moon, again, as a reflector by design through astrology, the gates, and human design. It's actually quite percolating. I journal with the moon. However, we do kick off this week with our inner fires, this energy of action, Mars, initiation energy, really remodeling our world. There's this dominant energy, a force, a gravitational force of action in the season of reality, Virgo. So we're kind of scrubbing the fields of reality of who we are, releasing things that no longer fit our wardrobe. Who am I becoming in my world, in my reality, and what am I reflecting? So the reality of our day-to-day life, it really is a fantastic day to start a remodel. I was actually waiting for a plumber to show up. He missed the timeline, I guess. Doesn't really matter. He'll show up when he's meant to. So whether it's starting a new way of being treated at work, starting a new health regime, a habit, drinking smoothies, eating nutrition, drinking your salad, even stopping the drive-through, the fast food market, that's a habit. It really is about baby steps to really initiate great change. So it's an inner to outer remodel of ourselves or our house, the environment. It comes back to feng shui in a way. I mean, the universe sent me a memo and I really had a pipe. I had a pipe tincture, a leak in my wall, which then became a bigger leak. So I am kind of going through a reality remodel, one that I wasn't prepared for in a weird way, but it's making me clean out my physical wardrobe. So really, it's about initiating great change and transformation. Do something to remodel your day-to-day life, upgrading your living style. Go through the things that you could no longer use and possibly repurpose them. And use the excessive energy to really put whatever it is into motion. That's really how change happens, and channeling our actions, higher actions. I've even been called to start channeling. Not super stoked about that, but we'll figure it out. So it's a great day for nature. Go out in nature, do some yoga, do any kind of movement, exercise, walk the neighborhood. This really starts the wheels of manifesting, you could say, or you could even organize your home, your office, clean out the cobwebs, clean out your car, your ride, whatever you want to call it. So any activity to really get the ball flowing in the flow, in the water's flow, to directly manifest, to materialize is kind of the thing I feel, the type of reality that really your heartstrings feels like creating. It's like the sound of like tuning the guitar in a way. So ritual would really be the action that you start with to start the initiation. It's the action of the initiation that really stirs the cosmic soup. Lighting the fire, lighting the candle, meditating with the candle and watching the flames. So just as we're initiating great change, transformation, being authentic, that's what this entire year has been about, we're also releasing anything that's not serving our higher self, our Sira, our highest good, anymore, any longer. It may have served us at another time, but it's not doing anything for us right now. There's no fluff. Nothing's blowing up the skirt there. So for me, it's shoes at the moment. I have a fantastic shoe collection, but these shoes need to be repurposed. They need a new home, for example. Some of them are brand new. So it could be a routine, it could be an inside dialogue that you may have with yourself, relationships that are not in service or soul alignment to your higher self, behavior that you may have had within yourself. So it's like the wheels of time meets the winter king, if you pick up what I'm throwing down. So again, just a few announcements on the menu as I scroll on over here to my menu. Where am I? Oh my goddess. So a few announcements, and I have a few, right? So this is the week again of the bright illumination of the moon, the goddess of the night. I do have a video, by the way, about the phases of the moon, like what phase was the moon in the season you were born. I'm like right at the cusp of a full moon. So it's definitely a roller coaster phase, just so you know. There's some fantastic insight there. And again, I do journal with the moon, especially if you find that you have trouble validating or actualizing, acknowledging, accepting what you really are feeling, your validation of your feelings and your heart kind of coming together, energy in motion. I do have the Musing Moon meditation out on the highway, and I also have the Virgo Sacred Spirit Circle meditation. I'm getting the views for those, so thank you for that. That lets me know that you do enjoy them. And I do have a new podcast out this week. Where is she? The Divine Pour. I believe she's right. Oh, no, that's cowrie shells. I'll get to those. I do have cowrie shells too. Oh, here it is. The podcast. This is Lisa Erickson. I don't know if you've checked into her, but you can find my podcast on YouTube as well now. I'm all about convenience and options, keeping it easy. But Lisa Erickson, it's about reconciling persecution to liberate our trauma. It was a great interview. Insight there, healers, wizards, reflectors, and whatnot. Anybody that's going through that. And also cowrie shells. There they are. I'm doing in-person divinations, one-on-ones. These are great soul support sessions, really connecting you to your magic, medicine, and ritual. Especially if you feel like your soul's at a crossroads. I am actually doing in-person divinations at Crohn's Hollow on Thursdays only in Salt Lake City, Utah, noon to 4, limited slots. I did pick up some other days as well. Plus this month, I haven't really been promoting this so much, but Gift and Purpose. That's September 30th at 2 p.m. You could also find that on my website. And then my online offerings. You just heard about the Energy Body Demystified. This is actually a fantastic offering that you can get for just $55 a month. Being part of the Shamanic Healing Academy, this is all about kind of like the healer's journey. It's all about setting up your foundation to really understand energy medicine. And then, of course, we go from there to Change Your Stars, which this is about harnessing our intuition, our gift and purpose, the star that we all are in our spiritual walk of fame. And then we journey into... Do you like how I have these in order? And uncover secrets of the other world, which this is fantastic. I go into life and death from a near-death experience point of view, being initiated, what I call blessed by death at an early age. And of course, we do have the Shamanic Healing Academy as well for seers, reflectors, of course. That academy is open. And then I do have coming up soon, besides the Witcher's Way to Manifestation, I'm still nipping and tucking a little bit there, but I decided to do just a 21-day manifestation channel to be airing soon here on my channel. But that's going to be fantastic. But I'm all about opportunities, budding growths, right? Okay, on the Elemental Highway, did you see that? I did say we were going to have a new month energy. I said that last week. Did you feel the elemental switch? It probably happened Thursday or Friday, I would say. So this yin metal rooster, this is happening inside of us. It's yin energy. So it's inner. It is the moon, by the way. The moon is yin. Yang would be the sun. But we have this for the entire month. We have this inner yin on the year as well. So that's inner peace, inner kindness, inner courage, being courageous on the inside, like raising our self-esteem even, or self-confidence. So you may be feeling all of those feelings, whatever it is. So be kind to your inner self in your inner world. Be courageous and really stopping that negative TikTok dialogue inside of you. But the yang water monkey at the hour of the ox, that's when we're going to have an entire water direction. lots of water. So this is us getting in the flow. But what are we missing? What are we missing? We have 0 fire. I am a fire person. I'm born in a month of fire, year of fire, hour of fire, and in the Dagara, again, more fire. So go ahead and light a candle, go to your ancestral shrine, connect with the spirit world. Pay attention to your dreams this week, actually, because we don't really have fire tomorrow either. It's going to be a yin water rooster of a day. So totally inward journey tomorrow. So you may feel with 2 roosters happening tomorrow, a little more cocky. 2 roosters. All right. So you might be a little cock-a-doodle-dooing. And it's all going to be metal. So this is like refinement. So that's happening tomorrow. That just popped in. So whatever action that you do initiate today, it might bring in some inner cockiness tomorrow, just saying. So just be aware, it's going to be a totally yin inner world energy tomorrow, but today we are initiating the action. Yang water, our day, it's really highly supported with all of this metal, but it's also rooted. Metal to water is parents, it's mentors, it's resources. So the month is bringing in the resources that we need, especially if you were born or are born on a yang water day master, the day master. You don't have a lot of yin metal in your chart. This will activate all of that. And the monkey is a fidgety energy who is a strict friend. And the yang earth is power, leader. That's what's hidden. It's in storage, right? So it kind of feels like some kind of a self-sacrificing kind of leadership energy because it's in storage. And what else is interesting is that the hour of the tiger, that actually happened early this morning. That's conflict for the monkey, but that yang earth energy will be released. So kind of muse about your early morning. Curious there, like muse about your dreams. But water, yin water to yang water, that's competition of our friends or like-minded spirits. So this tells me there's some competition happening. And I just realized tomorrow's actually a yin water rooster of a day. But either way, it's still a very yin energy day. The year in itself is an unfriendly energy. And the rabbit there, the yin wood, that is what we do. That's our creativity. It's the action we take. So we may do something that's kind of eccentric, radical, innovative today. All in all, we do need either more yang water, so go to the ocean, a big lake, do an offering, or a nice warming candle, reflect. I would do a red candle, go to your ancestor shrine. So options again. But the messages for the week, I actually went with the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck that I have. I don't think that's what it's called. Either way, this is 48 that we have on the Sorcerer, which is what do I believe, Jupiter, I feel in my heart, the moon, I am able to commit to a new heartfelt belonging. So bringing it into this reality, the Sorceress, I'll say in the season of Virgo. So in essence, the Sorceress is the source of dark power. I don't think it's always negative, just saying, but it can be a destructive aspect that's going on in our psyche. Self-centered maybe, behavior, something that harms others. So this symbolizes an unconscious beliefs. 12th house, kind of what it feels like. The ideas that kind of create separation, conflict, lack, scarcity, those kinds of things. So we're kind of being called to look at how our beliefs around scarcity, lack of something, being self-centered, fear of manifesting in our day-to-day world, and just knowing that the Sorceress has entered our circus. It reminds me of literally sacred space and examining those destructive parts within ourselves that misuse power, dark energy. Maybe we harbor those feelings of resentment, emotions, vengeance, greed, bigotry, even hatred or lust. Maybe we've harmed somebody because of these dark tendencies. Not that we meant to, but that's our reaction. Just know not everything is lost. If that happens to percolate today, we've only forgotten that all of us are interconnected. We're little atoms, particles going through space-time. And the universe is juicy. It's abundant. So the Sorceress has actually arrived to really challenge us. I think it's kind of an action, initiation, no response to really change our thinking. we've been given a second chance. It really is about the course correction, thought correction, the inner dialogue, that inner voice. That may become real, especially with Mercury off on holiday. We're kind of reprocessing our words. Maybe we create some healing words for ourselves. We choreograph some healing words, some affirmations about healing, or we put things into action. Again, it's about body, the home, the environment, doing a remodel. There's no need to blame others or our self-critic for that darkness that lives inside of us. Those crickets in our head make or create that inner peace. So just choose a new way, a new response, a new action with Mars and Libra, a voice that you can love to hear inside, and just open up to that voice. So that's kind of where that's going. And then on Tuesday, terrific, talented Tuesday, we do have the lower world, the worldly, if you will. So it's our heart and our beliefs aligning to show us what we are attracting. So we may have an outer world, or in this case, a lower world break down to get to the break on through to get us to the other side. So what is the lower world anyway? So the lower world holds all of our hidden treasures and magic, the treasures of being human. It's a place full of richness, rich, fruitful in the darkness. This is where we can find those parts of ourselves that we may have disowned when we traveled here. The abandoned aspects of our psyches, our inner diva in a way. It's the place of our ancestors where we discover our gifts, our lessons, lessons from the past, the memoirs percolating up. It's the realm of the collective unconsciousness as well. So this is where we can meet our demons, and not all of them are tragic, transforming them into pure energy, our source of pure potential, personal power. So we kind of need to ask ourselves, are we one of those people who do not like to face the past, the mirror, the memoirs? The past is kind of calling out to us, wanting to be acknowledged, heard, embraced. The narrative's always there, and the only way to become unstuck is to really honor everything that has actually transpired in our life. I've been doing this lately, I should say, and just really reflect on the lessons, getting the memos, learn from them, move forward, move on. It really is about getting in the flow and finding our own inner peace. So just kind of bearing witness to the past and learning those lessons where we got the memo. It's like, oh, the aha moment. That's when they're going to stop haunting us, is when we embrace the gift of betrayal. Often it's the blessing of betrayal to get us to the other side. That's where we recover those missing parts of our soul. So that's fantastic, even though it's not Friday. Just saying. And then Wizardry Wednesday, we've got magic, which I love, right? This is great. So we're kind of curating, reminds me of a Kitchery board, our future. We're setting boundaries to feel reality, feel the healing happen. And magic. Magic is believing in our future, believing in our reality, our future reality, opening up to a divine heart, the source, co-creating reality with Creator. With Venus and Leo, it's like the golden heart, Jupiter and Taurus manifesting what we believe. So we've got this happening. And I do believe in magic, and I do hope you do too. However, this symbolizes the infinite intelligent of the oneness. The intelligence streams in. Source, it's the great spirit. So there is magic all the time around us. Magic is a different kind of medicine, right? But this is where, or this is what makes up the fundamental fabric of the universe. Often we experience this magic, this kind of magic, through synchronicities, signs, coincidences. It's the soul's harmonic. It's the ninth energetic center. But being that magic has arrived on Wednesday, we begin to see the world through the eyes of wonder, the aha moments, the innocence of childlike wonder, the inner child. You know, who knows no boundaries, that all things are possible. They're infinite, the infinite potentials, the intellectual, intelligent mind of the universe. It reminds me of a bunch of numbers, actually, the infinite numbers. So where it's like we're being called to actually call in the great mind, just like we call in the great spirit, and just recognize the dance, the synchronicities, events, signs, sigils, symbols, the soul's harmonic, all those omens given to us through the oracle of the ordinary world. It reminds me of the oracle in the Matrix, just saying. So it's a signal, it's a sign that spirit is reminding us that we co-create our world in like a sacred relationship, a partnership. And what we're to do is dream. That's our part. Dream what we intend to create, setting intentions, and to watch for signs that really show up. Watch for signs to show us what is the right next action to take in the moment that it appears, that we are on the right track to really make our dreams come true, land in reality. And right after that, it comes the course correction. That's what we're going to do today. So the other world, the great spirit, the oneness, source is always listening and acting on our behalf. Just paying attention as magic really flows. It gives birth to those miracles, the miraculous, all before a new moon. So these are like the beginnings or starting new birthings of a new reality. Percolating. I just see that. I think it's great. And then you're not going to believe this. On the day of the new moon, we've got the gathering for the goddess of the night. 21, another card, 21. That's when it starts to get fun. So reality is weaving the webs. 21 is the degree of this new moon. You cannot make this up. For sure, tune into the Musing Moon meditation. I think this is fantastic. But this is believing in our heart, the desires and wishes of our heart, our dreams to come true, feel real, healing in our day-to-day world, in our reality, and out into the future. But the gatherer, I've actually not sure I've ever had this memo on my show, just saying, but we're in the season of the harvest. We are gathering, we're cultivating the harvest, the grains, we're collecting for the winter, the bounty, nature. But the gatherer does find the abundance, the seeds in all the things, the berries, the nuts, the greens. I mean, it really does remind me of picking corn out in the wild. This is where the everyday person, the ordinary, sees only the bareness, the lack, right? But the gatherer is the provider, the forager. Watch little kids, the gardener. Somebody who collects the roots, the vegetables for the hibernation of the winter when the hunting is more scarce, barren, fields are more dry. So it's not about hoarding. It really is about trusting that the bounty, the harvest, knowing it's always around us. So look at the resources that we already have close at hand where we can like create something out of nothing. This is a time of abundance. I love that it's happening on the new moon where everything's ripe around us. Everything's getting ready for the harvest, ready for the picking. I mean, that's what you do on the farm, right? So it's kind of like banishing the notion of scarcity that's limiting our choices and colored our destiny, if you will. So packing and storing for the winter, the hibernation, and start with the low-hanging fruit. My neighbors brought me peaches. That's what reminded me of that. It's all around us. So look through the world with a new set of eyes, being that the gatherer has appeared, right? On a new moon. So these are new beginnings. It's like the harvest. What is it we want to harvest? What seeds do we want to plant? And then Friday, this, you cannot make this up. Fantastic Friday, we've got the hunter. So again, this is our connection to source, feeling and sensing spirit, going through an initiation in our day-to-day reality, our future reality. So before the dawn, before we had agriculture, we actually hunted in the forest to feed the village. My dad took me hunting all the time as a child. The community, that's actually what we do in the fall. It's hunting season, October or September, the hunting season. So we've got the hunter, the gatherer, it's the season of the harvest, it's the fall. And just knowing that the hunter, even the gatherer, really never take more than enough, whatever they need to survive. Only taking one creature, act of creatureness, I guess. They call this the good kill or the great hunt. You've got a great set of rack, I don't know. The master tracker, just knowing the path to follow, and it's a path to success. So we're kind of being invited to really rely on our own craftsman skills, our innate skills to really trust as we kind of move through the thickness of the forest, seeing the forest through the trees. We're going to reach our destination either way. So we need to just follow the tracks left by spirit. Spirit is the key word here to claim our harvest, our bounty, which is already being prepared and being offered to us and for us. And just don't follow the maps drawn by others. It's okay to go on your own journey, be the journeyman, because they're not going to lead us to our true path. Instead, become the map maker, finding your own internal wizard compass, using your vital senses, including common sense, being in the real world, and trusting what you feel and intuitively sense as we move forward to the end of the week. So what a fantastic week of messages, I would say. So as we officially kick off our body, our home, our health, our routines, our pure living lifestyle, going through a remodel, maybe starting those new healthy habits or end unhealthy ones, just know as a side note to remind yourself that any action taken to change your life, be the change in life, actually also can happen from no action at all or reacting to something as well. So you know, we don't even need to initiate the change. It's already doing this for us. Often our inaction is really an opportunity as well for actualizing the opportunities to transform, whether it's relationships that we don't need to do anything. So if you find yourself in a situation that's challenging more often, or maybe you want to organize at work or with people you commune with, I guess, so kind of go through the broadbands of your own internal compass ahead of time. Do some internal integrating or processing of how you may intend to respond. Hopefully just respond in kindness. Be grateful if the situation comes to the surface, knowing often that we have the answers always within us. So as an affirmation for our week or our day, you decide, I am my own choreographer of my own inner dialogue. Knowing the answers reside within us. And with that, I say ashe, as always, blessings, and I'll see you on the other side. Be sure to check out my Musing Moon meditation and also this week's podcast audio room artist, and I'll see you on the other side. Ashe. Do you like my hat? It's my son's.
Oh, a lot of juicy stuff there. Yes. Yeah. I mean, you know, that's the thing about the energy body. It intersects with the physical and the emotional. So often you see things mirrored, right? Someone has a hard time speaking up and they also have thyroid issues, right? So it reflects both on the physical and on the emotional, and you're kind of working it from all angles. I do feel just in general at this time in history, it's like the whole world is going through sacral chakra healing. We need it so much. It's not even about men and women. It's just that energy has been so repressed and misunderstood. And any imprints of shame or of denigration of feminine powers in male or female is kind of blocked in that sacral chakra. So like the whole world needs sacral chakra healing. And yes, I also love the eighth chakra, especially for past life work in terms of how things, I think you can use it. And I don't know if this is what you meant, both for